Yay! Woo! Yeah, hopefully we have got the timing right on that, and you can hear us, you can see us, but I can't see Isaac. Oh no, where are you, Isaac?
Here I am.
Whoa, it's like magic. Whoa, hello guys, welcome to the Tangent Show. Hopefully you can see us, hear us. We are here, and that was a lot of scary technical wizardry, but we've done it now. So
yes.
Yeah, hopefully everyone can hear us okay, and we're not muted. Or no, good, we're not muted. That was what I was most worried about. So yay, hope you are all doing well, having another awesome week. We're really excited to be bringing our Tangent Show back. Sorry guys, I'm like fiddling around with the computer trying to make sure we are all there and you can see us and hear us okay. Give me a shout if you're watching, just to let us know that we do have some sound. Oh yay, okay, thank you. I'm Yeka. I'm sorry, I probably butchered your name. That was very rude of me. Anyway, hi Isaac.
Hello.
That was really cool. That was like technical wizardry and magic. Magic. Wow. Yay. So I'm really glad to be here. We have a packed show. It's like super packed. We have a lot of things to go. You know, we got professional this week and made like an actual running order, which I can't show to the screen because otherwise that gives the game away about everything. But we have a lot of things to do. We are going to be announcing a winner for our contest. Yay. So that's super awesome. We've got niche hunting. We're going to be talking about niches, where to find cool niches. We have our platform of the week. We have Nerd Corner again. Nerd Corner. We have, we might have our big debate. It depends. Okay. It depends if there's time. It depends if there's time, because we're always up for a fight. So, you know, we don't fight. And we have cool stuff. Yay. So that's a lot of things to get going with. So our theme this week, because the contest that we have been running on KDP this week is kind of about celebrities. So a lot of people have been answering the question, who would you invite to your fantasy dinner party? And a lot of the answers were about celebrities. So, by the way, is this San Diego?
Wait a minute. Where are we?
I think it's Istanbul.
What? I got that song stuck in my head.
I know, but it's pretty, you know, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Oh, right. Used to be, but not anymore.
It used to be.
Yeah. Why'd they change it?
I can't say. People slide it better that way. Anyway, we don't have time for this. We've got a packed show. Right. Packed show. Very exciting. Wow. Hello, Australia. Whoa. Okay. So the first thing we were going to talk about today is niche hunting. I'm kind of flickering there. I'll put my arm over you so I don't flicker too much. Cool. So we're going to go niche hunting. And one thing I wanted to talk about, and I do want to give a shout out to a very nice lady in our KDP group, our friend Share NB, because she kind of turned me on to this idea of Oscar gift bags. I don't think she knows it. I just saw it on her Facebook. Mm-hmm. She was talking about Oscar gift bags. And this is kind of an interesting thing. So apparently, and this is why we have to become mega famous and get nominated for an Oscar. And clearly, with our amazing like production skills, yes, we're heading in that direction. Yes. But when you get nominated for an Oscar, something really cool happens. You get a goodie bag worth $100,000 to $200,000. Wow. Yeah, it has like 53. I think it's 53 items that are in it. So
it's good to get nominated.
Yeah. So let me screen share over. Let's see. Over to my Chrome. There it is. So this, hopefully you can see it on my screen, is the Oscars goodie bag. And it lists all the things that are in there. And this is kind of where a lot of the money comes from. A luxury small ship adventure to Iceland, the Galapagos, the Amazon, Costa Rica, and Panama. Ooh. That sounds fun.
It does.
Yeah, we're going to get an Oscar.
That is.
But I had a couple of thoughts with this. So my first thought with this is that this is a great place to find like high-end trending products, because these are all the products being given to big celebrities. So a lot of them, let's see, they've got a Yeti cooler filled with Doritos. So that's Mexican soda.
Yeah, yeah.
Private therapy sessions for phobia relief. Now, I love this one. Oh my gosh, absinthe. I don't think we've done the absinthe thing.
No.
I did the absinthe thing many years ago in my youth. And it kind of ended with me thinking I could fly.
Really?
Yeah, it's good stuff. So absinthe, that's an interesting one. And I was thinking about this for a little sort of Easter egg for our KDP people.
Mm-hmm.
So in Tangent Templates, we have a wine tasting journal template. What about absinthe tasting?
Hey.
The Green Fairy.
Hey.
Whoa. We also have cannabis review templates. And that's pretty cool because if you look at this, there is just a ton of cannabis in this bag.
Huge.
The celebrities, stoners, all of them. There's cannabis bath bombs.
Wow.
Like, what? I don't know. Maybe Vicky can tell us. Vicky Connolly, she's like the expert. And I'm not saying that in a derogatory way.
Right.
Like, she's a pro. She knows this stuff. But yeah, there's like cannabis bath bombs, chocolates.
Oh my gosh.
Just everything. Oh yeah. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah. Oh, the other one they have in here. Let me see if a glow in the dark poop emoji.
That's a plunger.
Like I don't know who's winning the Oscars. Like who's
who's actually using a plunger?
Well, I'm
winning the Oscars.
I don't know. I don't know who any of the big movie stars are now. I don't keep track of these things.
I don't know.
But like, is that like Tom Cruise or whoever like wins an Oscar? He's going to be like, yeah, here's my glow in the dark poop emoji plunger. He's not going to plunge his own toilets. Tom Cruise doesn't plunge toilets. Gosh. Anyway, a couple of other things I like. They had lapis lazuli bracelets.
Okay.
And I thought that might be an interesting trend to watch. Maybe lapis is going to kind of become a thing. I know moonstones have been really, really big this year. Like moonstone jewelry, that is a thing. So that's kind of interesting seeing lapis. The other one that I liked, bow ties.
Hey.
Bow ties. And we were just sort of thinking about this. We were like, can bow ties become cool? Like, are bow ties a thing? And I was looking on Google Trends.
Mm-hmm.
So this is bow ties since 2004 on Google Trends. And what you can see, they kind of had this peak here between about 2013, 2015. And it's kind of been steadily dropping since then. But I think bow ties might be ready for a comeback. I know that Matt Smith, the doctor, he wore his bow tie in 2010.
Bow ties are cool.
Right, and I think that might be sort of this little there. I think that might be around this little peak here was when Matt Smith came out and said bow ties are cool. But I was thinking about this. I thought maybe you could do like custom bow ties with like cute things on them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, you could have... and what you can do with bow ties, a shout out to Helen Kinson as well from Merch Money, because she shouted me out, which was really nice of her. And I did a video about comparisons and how a really great topic for designs is comparing two things.
Yeah.
So you could compare two things on a bow tie, on different sides of a bow tie. So you could have like, I don't know, villains and heroes, or like angels and demons, or like his and hers. Oh, you could do his and hers bow ties. That'd be cute.
Complex dichotomy of my character.
Whoa, that's a long word. Whoa, dichotomies. Cool. So that was our first thought. So our theme, as I say today, is celebrities. We're kind of touching on celebrities. So that's Oscar bags. Oh, the other interesting thing with these Oscar bags, and there's a little bit of a backstory here. So these bags are put together by this company. And if you are selling any kind of products or services that are high end, you might want to check this out, because this company is called Distinctive Assets. And what they do is they create these goodie bags and they give them to the celebrities. So they have the hookup with all the A-listers.
Yeah.
And it's actually interesting because the Oscars tried to sue them. So they said, stop using, mainly because they started filling the goodie bags with like cannabis and vibrators and poop emojis. And the Oscars are like, yeah, I'm not sure this is on brand.
The gifts you get being a celebrity.
I know. It's like, why don't we get this stuff? We get get the odd thing, but I don't know. Yeah,
we get gluten-free cookies.
Oh, I love the gluten-free cookies. Send me gluten-free cookies. If you send me those, you're my best friend. Actually, don't. I've got too many cookies. I'm trying not to eat so many cookies. Oh, but so it's kind of interesting. This company, the Oscars, actually settled with them, and they kind of reached a deal. But they've been doing this for 17 years. And here's the thing: they not only provide goodie bags to the Oscars, but they also do other shows like the Country Music Awards and just anywhere where A-listers and celebrities show up. So really what they're doing is you can go to them and say, hey, I have this high-end product. Like, I don't know, let's say you made a gold t-shirt and you sell it for $200 and you want like Reese Witherspoon to wear your t-shirt. You can go to these people, they put it in a gift bag, so it goes direct to the A-listers. And then you hope that Reese Witherspoon is like so impressed with her t-shirt that she wears it on Instagram and goes, "Ooh, thank you for my amazing t-shirt." And then like name checks your brand. And so that's kind of the goal of it. And I think it's kind of brilliant because it's like direct to influencer marketing. But these guys were doing it before influencer marketing was like
before it was a thing.
They've been doing it for years.
It's like old school.
My other thought on this is if you are not sort of like targeting A-listers quite yet, that's the goal, but at the moment you're just sort of targeting regular people, you could look at sort of local award ceremonies, local events, and see if you can provide products for those. Because maybe you have some sort of local celebrities or slightly or niche celebrities.
Definitely niche,
Right, so I don't know, like if there was like, let's say like a bread baking contest or something, and or like an awards for who bakes the best bread, maybe, and your product is connected with bread, like let's say you sell flour, then you could sort of look at giving your product to the people who are in that contest. So maybe you could do your own sort of local or niche version of this as well. So
something to think about,
just some marketing sort of thoughts there. So let's just check everything is good. Oh, there we go. There's other people over there. Cool. So how are you guys all doing? Enjoying the show so far, hopefully. So let's move on. And I wanted to talk about, oh, you're going to love this, Isaac. I wanted to talk about my dear friend, Lindsay Buckingham. Because you know I stalk him like crazy. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong page. Hold on, I gotta go back a bit. Oh gosh, there we go. There he is.
Oh,
there's Lindsay Buckingham with his beautiful wife. So I kind of stalked them to their home, and I thought this was really interesting. So Elle Decor is part of like Elle magazine, I think, and they do a whole bunch of articles on celebrities at home. And I thought this was a great way to look for trends, ideas, inspiration. And I kind of clicked through it. And you were like, oh, boring. He has a boring house. You weren't too impressed.
He's not. What was that cool Airbnb we saw?
Wait, the Airbnb from last week?
Yeah.
Oh, the 50 Shades.
Yeah, the 50 Shades. Yeah, it's not that.
Wow. I don't think Lindsay's like a 50 Shades kind of like... I don't know. Well,
these rock stars, you never know.
You never know. Wishful thinking, but you know. You weren't supposed to hear that. Okay, so moving on. Anyway, I wanted to talk about Lindsay Buckingham's wallpaper. Let me see if I can find it. I probably can't find it now. I think it was further back. Oh, wait. No, there it is. Oh, that's a really ugly bathroom. I'm not sure about his bathroom. Sorry, Lindsay. It's all off. I don't like your bathroom. Ah, here we go. Okay, it was this page. So this is what I was looking at. He has this really fancy wallpaper by a French company called Zuba. And I don't think this picture really does it justice.
Yeah.
But if we go to Zuba's website, you can see what they do here. They have these amazing, if I click it and it works, hello? Oh, there it is. Zuba is a very high-end French company that makes panoramic wallpaper.
Okay.
And I think it costs something like $30,000 to get your room decorated.
It's a fancy wallpaper right there.
It is a very fancy wallpaper. And I imagine it probably costs more than that because you probably have to get a bunch of people to come and like line it all up and stick it there. And Like, you know all the questions you get about books, like, hey Isaac, what do I need for my bleed on a book that's this size?
Support tickets we get, yeah.
Right, can you imagine the support tickets? I'm like, how do I put up this $30,000 wallpaper on my like 5 foot, like, oh, you can imagine it. So I had some thoughts on this. My first thought was, I bet those pictures are public domain.
So, you can spot them in a second. Yeah.
Yeah. They're made with wood blocks though, which is really interesting. So they print their images with wood blocks, and that got me thinking, what else uses wood block? Well, the Library of Congress, here they are. The Library of Congress have a collection of, I think it's 2,000 Japanese prints.
It's awesome stuff. Yeah.
Seriously, let's go and look at this. So you can go landscape, and boom, they have a whole bunch of like beautiful landscape images.
It's really cool.
Yeah, there's some like these and this one. I love this one. And so I was thinking about this. I was like, you could make your own panoramic wallpaper using like these kind of landscape images. Now, bear in mind, this is public domain. This is 100% public domain because these were printed years and years and years ago in Japan, and everyone involved is long dead. Like, I think they're from, I don't know, the 1500s, 60. They're from, I think they're like 1800s, but they're from a really long time ago. And basically anything that was printed usually before 1923 is in the public domain. And if it's in the public domain, it means you can use it for anything you like that is otherwise legal, of course. So you can't really be like lying about it and saying, oh, I painted it with my own hands, because that's probably fraud. Right. But you can use it for your books, for your postcards, or to make wallpaper. Yeah. Which is kind of neat. But Katharyne, how do I make wallpaper?
Yes, how do you make wallpaper?
That was good. That was cool, thanks. So we can go to Spoonflower, and Spoonflower is our platform of the week, because Spoonflower allows you to print fabric, wallpaper, gift wrap.
Oh, that's awesome.
How cool is that? So Isaac, tell me a little bit, because I know you looked at the wallpaper. Mm-hmm. Is it possible to make big sheets of wallpaper with Spoonflower? I
believe so. They do have some limitations. It is essentially designed for repeating patterns, but it looks like you can have up to about maybe 18 to 24 inches in a large pattern, which I don't know, might be good enough.
So you could probably tile it. What you could do is probably make several of these and then sell them in a kit.
Yes.
Just like Zuba do. Like, you probably can't charge $30,000 a roll for them.
Probably not.
But I think there's definitely something in this panoramic. The keywords here are panoramic wallpaper or scenic wallpaper. But you can make celebrity wallpaper with like public domain images. You might want to clean them up a bit. You might want to sort of gloss them, filter them a bit. But boom, that's a pretty big thing. Really There's cool. A lot of people joining.
Yeah, so it's all the
let's just say hello to everyone really, really quickly. I know you guys don't like it when we stop to sort of say hi, but we'll do it. We'll just hey. So hi, Vicky, Frogs Roll. Is that Jeff? I don't know. Sharon, Maria, Katharyne. Oh my gosh, my friend Katharyne. Hug. Sharon, Vele. Yeah, anyway, hope you guys are all doing really well. I'm so glad you are joining us. Okay, so that was, we're kind of sticking to the plan.
Let's stick to the plan.
This is miraculous. So we've done niche hunting, we've done platform of the week, which means, should I get a magazine or something, Isaac? Should let me, it's time, everybody, for
Nerd Corner.
Nerd Corner, yay! I'll just sit here. What's Nerd Corner?
All right. So this week I want to talk about. I just talk about stuff that I'm really enthusiastic about, things that I love, and I have been so.
He's gone again. He keeps. You showed our boring chairs, by the way. With the chairs, that's like an IKEA chair. we need like fancy chairs.
Yeah, we do. We need thrones or something. Okay. Right. So I'm a huge VR fan. So I've been following it. Yeah.
Really?
If any are part of my Facebook group, Viewmasters, which I never post in there anymore, hardly ever. But when I do post, it's usually something about VR because I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just obsessed with it. So I wanted to talk about my favorite headset, which is the Oculus Go. And for those of you that don't know, it's a $200 headset and it's an all-in-one.
$200, you say, Mr. Gonzalez?
That's right, $200, but you get everything. You don't need a computer. You don't need a phone. It comes with this and this. And you put this headset on and you're transformed into another place. And so it's really cool. And the thing I specifically wanted to talk about that's really interesting is that I have been playing around with virtual desktop. And I was planning on doing a screencast, but I don't think we're gonna have time. But virtual desktop allows you to connect to a PC and you have full access to a computer using this thing. And so with it, I've connected it to my shadow computer, which we talked about last week. Oh yeah, there's some photos of it. And so this connects to my cloud PC and I could lie in bed staring at the ceiling if I want to, or I can sit in a virtual office and it really feels like you're in an office and I can work in here. I can play with Photoshop, Illustrator, I can code, and it is awesome.
So what are we looking at here? What's on the screen?
Yes, sure. So this is the virtual office environment, and I'm looking at a virtual monitor, a screen, and that is a window to my cloud PC. So with it, I can play any video game that I want. I can browse the internet, I can read books, and I can even code. So I can work in here. So you're on a virtual headset.
Computer. So what, okay, I have to tell you guys what I see from my perspective. So Isaac, this is just a still shot, but actually he can pan around and see a whole office. So he has posters on his wall. He has like his computer with his keyboard in front of him. That's the monitor he sees. You can have whatever you want, like fish bowls and whatever. So he has a virtual office. He can be sitting in bed with a keyboard in front of it. And that's basically what I see. So this is what I see. I see Isaac
put on the headset
with his headset on.
This is me
lying in bed.
Use this to kind of mouse around.
With a keyboard in his lap, typing. And that's all I see. But actually, in his world, he is in his office programming or playing video games. Or looking at naughty pictures on the internet. I don't know.
And you never will.
It's okay. I got Lindsay. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So this, privacy is a huge thing. I can actually go to Starbucks and I don't have to worry about someone looking over my shoulder and seeing what I'm doing. So which it might be. I mean, you got passwords. Who knows what kind of things you're doing?
Isaac? Who knows?
You know, maybe you're working on some top secret code. You don't want someone else.
That's.
It's good. It's all downhill now.
Always
so that's it. I just want to talk about this. If you'd like, you can join my group Viewmasters and we can talk about a little bit more. Why not? I love to talk about this stuff and I have like no one to talk to. So there you go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, your wife's kind of mean to you.
I'm working too much, but yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so that's kind of fun. So that's Isaac's virtual office. So wait, how do people, if they want to get in on this and they want to start doing this kind of thing, what do they need to get? They need to get the Oculus Go.
The Oculus Go, yes, $200 headset, $250 if you want more memory. An Oculus Go, and then you need to connect it to a PC. In my case, I don't have a PC because we're all Mac users here. So I
snob. You're like an Apple snob.
Yeah. So, anyways, I signed up for Shadow Tech, which gives me access to a PC. So at this point, you can sign up for Shadow Tech, get an Oculus Go, and as long as you have decent internet connection, you have a virtual office with you that you can go anywhere.
And what's really cool for our users, a lot of our users who want to use tools like Photoshop, you can do Photoshop with this.
Yeah, you can connect a mouse and a keyboard. It's not, now keep in mind, it is VR and VR, it's like, it's a little pixelated, but the Oculus Go has one of the highest resolutions of all the VR headsets, believe it or not, which is amazing. So you can actually read text and see things a little clearer compared to all the other headsets, like a PlayStation or an Oculus Rift.
That's really
it's
cool.
Really
cool.
Okay. Yeah.
So, okay, that's pretty cool. People are saying, I want to go on vacation to in VR. Oh, Debbie says, so you have to take your Mac computer to Starbucks. No, that's the amazing thing. What Isaac is doing is that he just needs a keyboard, basically. You need a keyboard and the headset. You don't need a computer because he's using Shadow Tech, which we talked about last week.
And an app in the Oculus Go called the Virtual Desktop.
And it's like $25 a month for Shadow Tech.
Yes.
That gives you access to a high-end computer. You never see the computer, you never touch the computer, you just connect to it and you see it, the monitor in your VR headset. You can also see it on your phone, on your own computer at home, if you have a tablet, an iPad, a Chromebook, you can see it in there. So
we talked about it last week. You can look at yesterday or last week's episode to learn more about that. But with that, with Oculus Go, and specifically there's an app called Virtual Desktop that'll allow you to connect to a PC remotely.
Mind-blowing,
It's awesome stuff. I feel like I'm living in the future.
You kind of are.
It's a trip, yeah.
Well, we're living in Istanbul at the moment, obviously. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a thing. Now, I started talking about this in let me make sure I get the right one. I started talking about this service in December, and this is kind of nerdy too. And this is one of those things where, in practice, it's a little bit wonky, but the potential is really, really interesting. So I'm kind of sharing this because I know most of you are entrepreneurs of some stripe or another. We're all kind of interested in the CBAT, that's the Tangent Show thing, is our CBAT, creativity, business, art, technology. And I think this is kind of interesting from both a business and technology perspective. And this tool, well, this service is called Bobcat in a Box. And it was inspired by the XKCD comics, which are really like popular in the sort of nerdy kind of, I don't know what you call it, like the pop culture sort of thing, the internet pop culture. And what they did, they created a service where you sign up for $20. No, it's $14 a month, but you can add a little bit more if you want more packages. So I actually pay $20 a month, which is a little bit questionable. But what they do is they use bots, and you go in. So what I need to do, let me see. Oh, did I lose my login? No, I'm logged in. So I'm going to go to. Oh wait, hold on. Let me just stop the screen share a moment, because I just need to.
I got to log in.
I need to log in. Oh, there we go. I'm logged in there. Okay, let me come back.
So when you say bots, you're meaning computer bots? They're using
they're using automation.
Automation, okay.
So this is what you do. So you enter some. I hope I haven't got anything rude in here, because you never know with me. I'm like quickly skimming through this. Like it's going to be like all the things that you can find in like Oscar gift bags.
You should get a VR headset. you get a lot really good privacy.
That's true. I should. Okay, so what you do is you give Bobcat in a Box a bunch of keywords, and the ones with stars, I think, are ones that they don't have very many of, or that aren't standard ones. And a lot of these were actually suggested, so I just clicked to say, yeah, that sounds cool. Okay, tell me about that. So these are the keywords that I picked out. And then what happens is, if I go back to where I was, they send you, oh, hold on a second. Let me do the, oh, it keeps logging me out, and now it's lost my thing. Come back. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got it.
Go back to screen share.
I know, I'm all over the place. There we go.
It's all right.
Okay, so this is my parcel screen. And what they do is their bots go and trawl places like Amazon, Alibaba, I don't know where else they go, Wish, I think.
Okay.
And probably similar websites. And their bots use your keywords to go shopping for you.
Whoa, so, that is nutty idea.
So it's like having a robot personal shopper.
Whoa.
So I set this up in December. Now, one thing you need to remember with this is that they are ordering products mostly from China. So they take a long time to get here. Like, I think 2 months to get here. So it's only really started getting going with the parcels. And so far, I've only had 2 parcels. We got, I got 1 parcel pretty quickly after I signed up. And that was a pair of earrings, which I gave to Autumn, our daughter.
Cool. Okay.
So she was really happy with those. They were like zirconium, cubic, those.
Okay, so the first item was a Pro.
Yeah, the first item was, honestly, it was pretty good. It was nice, pretty stud earrings. And I gave those to Autumn. She was very, very happy with those. So that was good. The second item, okay, so in my mailbox today, I had this little tiny parcel, and I open it up and I'm like, Let me.
This was probably the most random
I'll stop
thing.
my share moment so you guys can see.
Yeah. This was the most
this
random
is what came. Let me
thing.
take that the thing. And I looked at it and I'm like, I have no idea.
I knew what it was, but I couldn't believe that they sent her this.
So Isaac knew what it was. I got it and I was, I dropped it. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You got it.
Okay, so this is what I got. I don't know. I could do prizes to anyone who knows what it is, but I'm not going to.
Yeah. So, okay, you turn it around. It might give you an idea of what it is.
Right.
It's actually.
Well, let me bring up my share back again. So hold on a second.
Damaged.
Oh, it's damaged as well. That's even better.
Mm.
Okay, wait, there we go. So we're back here. So I guess it was this. So it says guitar, bass guitar, 3D. Plugs and chrome.
So they sent her a random guitar piece. This actually goes on your guitar, and it's the place where you put the cable in.
So it's a thing to put a cable.
Yeah, I should know the technical name, but I don't.
It's a what?
I fail at being a nerd, but yeah.
So I had to go to Isaac, and I was like, "What is this?" So that's really useful if you don't have a thingy to hold the cable.
And if you just happen to have, you need to fix your guitar,
so
electric guitar. This
is kind of fun though, because this tells me what I'm going to get. So I can move that to arrive, because that did arrive.
Mm-hmm.
But here are the other things. So I actually have a lot of things lined up that are going to be shipped to me. So I have some jewelry that, and I love that it tells you the keywords, but you have no idea what it is. It's got a pineapple pendant. Then we've got sewing with cats. Korean fashion.
Why'd you put all these random keywords?
I didn't put these keywords. You can see my keywords. I put I've lost them now, but none of these really have that much. Like there might be one keyword, maybe necklace or something. Yeah. But that's what they're going to send to me. I like this one as well. It had the flash sticker tattoo fake. Fake is a keyword. So anyway, I don't know. I'm sort of on the fence. So we've had one hit and one miss.
One miss.
So
yeah,
far.
we consider this a miss.
I guess it's a miss.
It might. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in my junk drawer. You never know.
You never know.
Yeah.
So that's Bobcat in a box. Oh, Frogs Rule knew what it was. Guitar switch plate where the cord goes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Switch plate.
Switch plate. That's it.
Okay.
Like
the
there you go.
thing.
There you go. Switch plate. That was probably the word I'm looking for.
I don't know. What are your thoughts on Bobcat in a box? So what they're doing, they're using AI. Really, they're using a form of AI to go and trawl websites to figure out whether they can find a product that you would be interested in. Like, what do you think of this?
My personal thought?
Yeah.
I think it's a step in the right direction, in that some type of machine learning is going to be used to curate. It's already being used to curate data and information to you. It's just a matter of time before they start creating products or curating products to you, which is essentially what they're doing. However, with that said, I do think it's very low level. It's not sophisticated enough, and they're not getting enough data from you. So what you're getting is too random.
Yeah, honestly, I don't feel like I've...
Like, you're better off just like closing your eyes and putting your hand in a random goodie bag.
Well, let's say I've already sent them like $40, $60. And so far I've had a guitar piece and some earrings. But it looks like I'm going to get a lot more stuff.
But I would tell you, they are on the right lines. Like it would have been cooler if they sent you a pick.
Yeah,
that would have been more functional.
Kind of what I would be
so expecting. It was in the right line, but
like
of course the bot doesn't have that kind of information to that know-how.
So I think there's scope here though, and I was thinking you kind of just gave me an idea, because I was like, well, what if there was like a bot that could design a t-shirt to your specifications?
That will happen.
Or a bot that can make your custom bow tie.
Yeah.
And actually, this reminded me of something. We didn't mention it when we're talking about the Oscar goodie bag. One thing that I noticed was they had a customized perfume experience. So you could go to a perfumer's and get a perfume customized to your interests. Now, remember that date we were like many years ago, when we were sort of new to and we were dating. We went to a company called Tijon in San Diego. And these were the perfumes.
Oh, that was such a fun
that we made
day.
At Tijon. Yours is called Pleasant Restart.
Pleasant Restart. Very creative with names there.
So, and mine was called Sorrento Heights.
Sorrento Heights.
So that was kind of named after. Well, it was like a song we wrote. Actually, that's the. Whoa, we went blurry. Why did we blur? That was weird. Whoa, what happened?
I don't know.
We're super blurry.
Well,
Let me try some.
Glitch in the matrix.
A glitch in the matrix. That didn't help.
See here.
Oh, there we
There
go.
we go.
Back. Okay,
All
I
right.
don't know why
And
we
our
went blurry,
camera
but we're back.
lost focus.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We were talking Tijon. Oh, perfume. Yeah, oh, there we are. Sorry, we have a delay, so we're seeing like two different things. We were talking about perfume. Oh yeah, so the way it works is that you go to Tijon, which is the company we went to, and they let you choose different elements that you can put into your perfume. So you have a perfume that's tailored to your particular sort of what you enjoy the smell of. And I feel like something like that, like an AI that creates a perfume for you.
Whoa.
So you like, maybe you give I've got an idea for you, Isaac. I feel like this is a thing we could do. So we could say like Istanbul. What do you love? I love Istanbul and pink, and then it creates like a pink perfume for you with like smells inspired by. Whoa, we need to talk about this. This is a great idea. I like this. we kind of do this. We're like, oh, I've got an idea, and then it's like, do you have the?
Let's see what's possible.
Yeah, there's a lot of that. So that was cool. Okay, so what else have we got? Oh, so we talked about Bobcat in a box. You know, the other thing I wanted to talk about today, the Capital One Cafe.
Oh yeah.
So we were in. Let me see. I've got a picture of it. Let's see if I can find a picture. So we were in the UTC Mall in San Diego the other night. In fact, last night. Mm-hmm. And they have a Capital One Cafe. And Capital One is a bank, obviously. And they've teamed up with Peet's Coffee. And it's pretty funny because it looks like a Peet's Coffee cafe or a Peet's Cafe on one side, and it looks like a bank at the back, but they've kind of hidden all the banky stuff right at the back. So they're kind of luring people in. And then I think what happens is you go into the cafe, you're like drinking your coffee, and then they come and they're like, hello, would you like a loan? Would you like a mortgage? Can I interest you in some car insurance?
Life insurance.
But I think this is kind of interesting because I bank with Wells Fargo at the moment. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Wells Fargo. Okay. But that's one of the banks I bank with is Wells Fargo. And every time I go in there, they're just like, yeah, you could have done that online. Or like, why didn't you phone? We have a phone number. Like they're always kind of off with me. So I'm like, why do you exist? Why do you have a brick and mortar presence?
This is your job, is to help people.
I swear, every time I go into Wells Fargo, they just tell me I should have done it online or I should have phoned them. So, like, this is really interesting to me because what they're trying to do is actually something, like they're trying to bring people into the bank and they're offering something that makes a brick and mortar experience. Yes,
that's really interesting. I think the key thing I see here is experiences.
Yeah, it kind of fits in with that pop-up.
Yes, people, they want experiences. They want to be entertained. They don't want to sit idly wasting time.
I know. I want like Lindsey Buckingham doing a live concert in Wells Fargo. Then I'd go to Wells Fargo. That's well, yeah.
Right. Because I'm sure Lindsey would love to do that.
Well, yeah, and he's not feeling too good at the moment, so he'd. But yeah. So I don't know what do we think of this? I think another thing that I liked from this is the idea of like two companies from very different industries connecting.
Yes.
And I think this is something people tend to overlook it because it's not obvious. When we look at networking or like creating partnerships, we tend to look within our own industry. We tend to look at our direct competitors, at people who are doing similar things to us. But sometimes that is kind of difficult because they're like, no, you're our competitor. We don't want to work with you. We're doing our thing.
Right. So someone's going to get the bigger benefit. Someone loses and someone's going to win is usually what happens. And it has to do with their audience or marketing, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. So what you're looking for is the win-win. And I think you can find a win-win by like finding a company in a very different industry that has a similar demographic target audience to you. So this to me is interesting because I think that concept of pairing a bank with a coffee shop is kind of good for everyone. Yeah. And it kind of helps save banks because I feel like brick and mortar banks are really struggling with their existence. Like, why are you here?
When it's all automated online.
Yeah. So I think this is a really interesting marketing tool. And I just my sort of takeaway from this is like, think about what other industries Like if you could like just maybe even make a list of all the industries you can think of, like coffee shops, makeup, clothes, cars, toys, electronics. Think of those things. Can you partner with any of them? Because that can be an amazing way to reach a whole new audience by partnering with a completely different industry. So that's kind of my. So
where does this escalate? Like, is Capital One, they can have like a theme park? You're going to go like a roller coaster ride before you go to the bank teller?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because that makes me think about lead magnets.
Yeah.
Right. So the whole thing with online marketing now is about lead magnets. That the idea is you give away something for free, something of value, and you give that away for free, and then people get to know you, they get to like you,
and then we get your email address.
Well, yeah, and then hopefully once you've acquired their email address, they will buy something from you. And that's kind of the model that most online industries are going with now, that, okay, we give away this product as a lead magnet, and hopefully you will come back and buy something from us. So I almost feel like this is a lead magnet in like a brick and mortar sort of way of like, okay, we're putting out coffee. You can come in, enjoy this experience. It's not free, by the way. So they're like kind of double dipping by getting the Pete's coffee taking.
Yeah.
So, but I can totally see something happening where you give away an experience. You give away something like a theme park ride or a virtual reality ride or some kind of like entertainment. You give away some kind of entertainment that people would previously have paid for. But the idea is that I guess timeshare companies have been doing this for years.
Oh my gosh.
You know, when they're always like, hey, do you want like a week in Vegas completely?
You look like you could use a vacation. You definitely need a vacation. Let me give you a vacation.
So, but I think there might be a softer way of doing that.
Yeah.
Of like giving people, sort of giving them something and then hoping that, okay, they're going to commit to your product, to your service and sign up. So that's kind of an interesting one. There's some comments. Barbara says, you wouldn't know it to look around where I live. They just built 2 new brick and mortar banks. Patricia says, my daughter-in-law works at Wells Fargo and they always tell people to use the app.
Maybe it's just Wells Fargo.
Yeah, there's Diane says, there's a Wells Fargo with a Starbucks inside. Wow, now there, see, I would go to that. Yeah, so that's cool. Okay, we were going to have a big debate.
Oh, the big debate.
Are you feeling up to a big debate?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so one of the questions we get asked a lot, especially in the KDP group, is can you use trademarks in back-end keywords? Which I think is kind of, and this
back-end keywords.
Yeah, so this is kind of an Amazon thing. A lot of people come, especially in the KDP group, and I think the big one that comes up all the time is bullet journals. And people are like, well, can I put bullet journal in there? And it's kind of funny. What reminded me of this? Let me screen share to. Oh wait, I lost my page. Hold on. Oh, I've got it down here in another. Okay, there it is. So let me share to there. Oh, I've got a couple of other things to talk about as well. I mustn't forget. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So I was on Sephora's website and I was looking at this Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. And for those of you who are making products, by the way, take a look at how this looks because I think it's cool. Oh, not her. Well, she's cool, obviously. Oh, I don't want to look at the ladies. I want to look at the thing. Anyway, you can see on the top of this, it has these cool photographs. And I really like how they sort of collaged it. I think that's pretty neat. So that's kind of by the way. But I went to look for this on Amazon. So I put in Born to Run palette, and these are not legitimate. Like
they definitely look like it. Oh my gosh.
That one's like not the right one. But check it out. This is so funny. Someone's done Interstellar. And then there was another one there. They've done Belonging, but they're like the same colors. So they just changed the names.
To clarify, you cannot find Urban Decay on Amazon?
Not legitimately. I think they don't sell on Amazon. I think they pull people who are selling their stuff. But what you can see here is that this Interstellar, for example, it doesn't mention Urban Decay anywhere. But you know it's in the back-end keywords because I searched Urban Decay Born to Run. And actually, if you want to know more about this, I've done a whole video where I show how you can test what back-end keywords people are using. You can test it by seeing if they're indexed. So just if you want to learn more about that, look on my YouTube channel, which you're on, and look up Katharyne Shelton keywords. and I think it's called like the Ultimate Guide to Keywords. And I talk all about how Amazon indexes keywords. But the thing is, you know that they are using this in their back-end keywords. So the problem is people say, well, I can just put bullet journal into my keywords. And the problem is that the company bullet journal is a trademark, and they can tell if you're using it in the back-end keywords. And I don't know. I know people get away with it. And the gray hat method that people use is to actually separate out the keywords. So they put like bullet in one set of keywords, and they put journal in another. So like urban decay, urban blah, blah, blah. Right, so they could put urban makeup, and then they could put with a smell of decay or something, and then it will index for urban decay. However, I think it's hugely playing with fire to do that, because the company know, and if they go to Amazon, then you can run into problems. And actually, like the final word from Amazon is here. It says, don't include product identifiers such as brand names, product names, compatible product names. So I think that's a no. So if Amazon wants, they can give you a slap on the wrist. And you don't want a slap on the wrist from Amazon. You don't want a slap on the wrist from Amazon. So I think my answer to that would be stay white hat. Don't break Amazon's terms. Don't mess around. We've seen what can happen. Okay, so that was, well, we've had a lot in today's show. So 2 more things before we go. We've got to do the contest entry. I want to talk about one other thing really quickly. I have a quick announcement. I would like, this is kind of a plan. I don't know. It's an experiment, I guess, I'm working on. I would like to do an experiment, and I'm going to share my screen. I would like to do a book club. Hey. I don't know who's in with me and who would like to do a book club with me. But I am reading, well, kind of reading. Can I call it Katharine's Nerdy Book Club? Yeah, you can call it. Nerdy Book Club. Oh, people. This again? Oh, this? Oh, remember that time you said I was like, yeah. Why are you picking on me? Oh my gosh, I pick on you, not this way around. Oh. Remember that time you called me a nerdy librarian? I remember that. And there's nothing wrong with librarians. Librarians are nice people. So, because books are good. Right. Okay, so Edward de Bono, he is like my hero. If well, apart from Lindsay, but that's a different thing. Wow. So Edward de Bono is one of my heroes. He is a professor of just thinking and being a genius. But he wrote this book called How to Have a Beautiful Mind that is like actually a really easy read. And I've been reading it, and my thought as I read this book is I wish that everybody in the world would read this book. Like, I really genuinely think that everyone in the world should read this book because it is amazing. Especially because we are in a world where there is a lot of unpleasantness, a lot of disagreement, a lot of bickering, a lot of people insulting people by calling them nerdy librarians. And so I would really like for people to read this book because it teaches you how to have a beautiful mind. It teaches you how to find agreement with other people, how to think creatively, how to come up with amazing ideas, how to get people to enjoy your ideas and share them with you. And I just think it's awesome. So I want to have a book club. And this is what I propose, that everyone who would like to be in my book club gets this book. And it is an easy read. It's not difficult to read. And the chapters are really short and really simple. He writes it in very plain English. And if you're not sure, like, get a sample. You can always order the sample on Kindle, get it downloaded to your phone, and just read the first chapter and see what you think. And my thought is that everyone who'd like to be part of this gets this book, and we will read it over the week. And then on Tuesday mornings, I will do a live show, probably on YouTube, probably here on this channel. I'll do a live show, and we can talk about it. And you can share your thoughts on it, and we'll just have a sort of informal book club. Like, I think that's a fun idea. So my suggestion is read the first 2, get this book, read the first 2 chapters, maybe 2 to 3 chapters, and we'll talk about it on Tuesday morning. And if we have fun, if we enjoy that, maybe we'll keep going each week, and we'll work our way through this book. I had to tell Katharyne to slow down. She's actually a really, really fast reader. It's an easy book. It's honestly. I read the first 2 chapters. Very quickly. I really like it. In about half an hour. Really cool stuff. You read the first 2 chapters in about half an hour.
Yeah. It's really, really cool book.
Yeah. So let's do, we're going to read How to Have a Beautiful Mind by Edward de Bono, and we will reconvene on Tuesday here to just have an informal sort of chat about it and what you think about it. So that's Katharyne's book club. Yay! And it's totally free. There's no catch. It's not an upsell to anything. Like I'm not even doing an affiliate link to this or anything. I just would love people to read it.
What's wrong with you?
I know. I'm just nice like that.
You gotta love money. You gotta embrace it. Take all the money you can. Come on.
Wow, that's great. I think Guru Isaac should come back.
It's coming out. It's coming out. I'm planning it. Look out for my course, everybody.
Wow. Yeah, I really want to talk about that guy that's got a course on simulations.
Oh,
but
yeah,
I'm going to save that for next week. There's something I want to talk about, but we'll save it. There's too much to fit in this show, Isaac. It's like a huge show. And we're coming up for the hour already. So the last thing we want to do, let me stop my screen share. Okay, you guys still all with us? Checking in with everyone, making sure everyone's okay. Yay. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is we did a contest in our KDP group. And if you are not part of our KDP group, please come and join us. It is at facebook.com/groups/Amazon CreateSpace. Yes, we know Amazon CreateSpace no longer exists, but we talk about KDP and it is wonderful. So come and join us. And in that group, we hit 8,000 members last week.
Gosh.
8,000 members. That group has grown so fast, which is awesome. And we did a contest, and the contest was for the winner will get our everything bundle, which includes all our courses. It includes all our software, tangent templates. It has create, curate, cultivate, magic formulas, T-shirt revolutionaries, just everything. Yeah. And we usually sell it for $450. It's actually worth a lot more than that because all the courses individually are usually about $200. But usually we sell that for $450. And we're giving away a $50 Amazon gift card. Ooh. So this is a huge prize. And to enter, what people did was they said who their fantasy dinner party guests were. So they're allowed to pick up 4 dinner party members. Oh, yay. Carolyn says she loves Curate. Yay. Oh, and Debbie says, what a great price. Thank you, Debbie. Yay. Sharon says, we've been talking with people about your awesomeness. Wow. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. So yeah, fancy dinner parties. That was a really cool thread. I couldn't keep up. People had some awesome ones. Gosh, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people wanted Jesus to visit. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. Historical. There was one guy who had Jesus, the Prophet Muhammad, Buddha, and Rama. Oh wow! Lord Rama. Okay, bring them all together. That was like, whoa! That's like. Let's get together. Let's talk about love and kindness. Love and kindness. Yeah. Those are good topics. A lot of people. I wanted to hug everyone because a lot of people are like they wanted to bring back people that loved ones that had passed, and I just wanted to hug everyone who said that. But Isaac. Dinner party. Oh my gosh! I can't work. I did not. I could spend. I know that's what's so hard. It's so frustrating. It's like who not to choose. I don't know who comes to mind. I mean, I think who would be your fancy dinner party? Oh, gosh, you're gonna pick 4. Go one. Go one. All right, Buckminster Fuller. Buckminster Fuller. Yes. Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan. Good choice. Probably George Carlin and Bill Hicks. Nice. So I would love to have George Carlin and Bill Hicks sit across to me and just have them complain about the world to me. Just complain about the world. Yes, it would be awesome. And then I would love Buckminster Fuller and Carl Sagan to just talk about philosophy and about life in general. Especially Buckminster Fuller. He had some really awesome things to say aside from his mathematical stuff. That's pretty cool. Yeah, awesome stuff. What are you gonna eat? McDonald's? Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I don't know. Don't love that. Oh no, you want some tacos, eh? I have no idea. We cut that one out. Oh, by the way, we're going to have a podcast soon. So this, we're taking the audio and we're going to be putting the podcast out, I think on Anchor, which will put it on everything. So hopefully we'll have a podcast rolling next week. So the audio from this show and last week's show will be available in podcast format. I want Freddie Mercury to come to mind. That would be awesome. My gosh. And I don't know. Sober or high?
It's too...
At the beginning or the end of the party? You see, I can go in different directions. Like, do I want like rock stars or philosophers or like who do you want to? I don't really know.
I know, like I want to pick rock stars, but like I really don't want to talk to rock stars. I want to jam with them.
Well, see, we got to meet Lindsay,
Yeah,
and then all I could say was,
hi. And he's kind of nervous too. Like he's like sees thousands of people.
Because
He's just like, hi, another crazy fan here.
No, it's true. So yeah, I don't know. Rock stars are not necessarily the best people to.
I would love to pick up my guitar and like jam with Jimmy.
Rick Mail. Jimi Hendrix.
You know, just the hey, let's jam with some riffs.
I think comedians, I would like Rick Mail because you know you have your American guys. I think Rick Mail is he's.
Oh, like there's one author I would love to Michael Michael, the writer of the Never-Ending Story. Holy crap! I would love to meet that guy and just pick apart his brain about writing and just his thoughts. I mean, we read Never-Ending Story and Momo to the kids. Awesome writer, yeah.
Oh yeah, we went horse riding.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my gosh, guys, we went horse riding on Saturday, and it was just epic. It was like the most fun thing. It was your Valentine's.
Oh.
See, was that good Valentine's or
awesome.
what?
It was awesome.
So we went horse riding
on the beach during the sunset.
A sunset, right? It rained like hell. Like okay, so we're in San Diego, which is supposedly the most pleasant like place in the US. They say it's the most pleasant city weather-wise. Not on Saturday. It was raining. It was pouring. But it looked cool, so it was kind of
awesome. So she had like a Red Dead moment.
Oh yeah, it was like Red Dead Redemption.
Right. Me, I thought I was Atreyu.
Yeah, you were in Never-Ending Story.
Never-Ending Story. Yeah. So
yeah, I was being a cowboy, and Isaac was like in a swamp.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was bypassing the swamp of sadness.
Cool. Oh, so we didn't pick the winner who's in. So as usual, we have all the contest entries. Oh my gosh, I dropped one. Whoops. So we're still there. Oh, I paused it. That's okay. So as usual, we have all our entries in a Starbucks cup, and we are going to pick a winner. I think there was something like 170 entries.
Live? Are we live?
We're live. We're good. Because I pressed.
Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
We're back. And so we're going to pick a winner. The winner is going to get the everything bundle and a $50 Amazon gift card for a total prize of well over $500, which is amazing. And if you like our group, if you like the show, please share. Please tell all your friends. A lot of people are asking how they can get notifications when we go live. Please hit the subscribe button on this show, and also make sure you hit the bell. If you press that little bell, that will give you a notification when we go live. So we'll make sure you can stay with us and you don't miss our shows. So thank you very much. And also, if you enjoyed the show, please tell your friends. Okay, we are going to pick a winner from the Starbucks Cup. Do you want to do the honors, Isaac?
I will do the honors.
Okay, here we go. Just one.
There's a lot
Oh, just one.
I picked one.
No, you got two.
Oh, two. Okay, I got
one. Yay. One. Okay, let's read it out. The winner is Becky Saltzer. Oh, she says she would invite her nana, her mom, and her two sisters. They would have a tea party with beautiful, delicate teacups, each in a different pattern, with lovely tea sandwiches, and make malasadas as a special treat. And then later in the day, they'll have lamb chops and baked potatoes. Oh, that sounds great. Really cool. So Becky Saltzer, congratulations. You are the winner of our 8,000 people contest. You win the everything bundle and you win a $50 Amazon gift card. So please either send me a message on Facebook. You can find me. I think I'm hopefully the only Katharyne Shelton. Or you can send me an email, hi@katharyne.com, and we will hook you up with your prize right away. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a really fun show. We have loads for next week already. We had to squash a whole bunch of stuff that we wanted to talk about because we knew there wasn't time. So we will have another jam-packed show next week, same time, 4 p.m. California time, on YouTube, same channel.